Hello all you wonderful people, I hope you are all right today. I'm sitting here in my magical area with all of my tools within arm's reach, and I feel that today we just need to do some healing. Some good old-fashioned healing. I might be drawn to pick things up. I have, I believe, finally adjusted the Blue Yeti microphone, so it should be all right. You can hear lots of that. I can even tap, but that's not healing, is it? But I have this sorted out now, so I hope the volume is all right. Okay. So, just going to activate the Reiki in my hands. And as I'm doing that, I'd like you to take a deep breath in and breathe out any worries, any anxieties, any pain. Now another deep breath in, and again breathing out anything that you want to get rid of. And then finally another deep breath in, hold that air inside you, and breathe out and totally start relaxing your body. Okay, sigh. Start noticing where you've got tension in you and relax those muscles. Okay. And we ask for peace, healing and tranquility for this healing session. Okay, so let me get you to work on your protection. So I'm going to light this candle, and I want you to visualize and feel that flame at your inner being, either your solar plexus area in the rib cage or the heart area. And I want you to push that flame outwards and upwards and downwards to the front of you and to the back of you, and just push out all of that emotions, all of that frustration, all of that anxiety, all of that pain that has happened over the last week, right the way out of your feet and the top of your head, and create this shining fire ball of protection around yourself. So you are doing this, not me. You are doing this with your mind and with your intention. And that is a lot what healing work is. And all of those people who say, oh, it's only a placebo effect. Who cares if it gets you through the night or through the day? You're A-okay in my mind. Okay. So I'm going to place this right down next to me, and it is a good idea to have a candle on if you're doing healing work. But of course, health and safety, if you think you are going to fall asleep, then don't put that candle on. Get one of those pretend little tea lights, okay? Alright, so we've grounded. No, we've protected. We need to ground now. So I'm going to stand up and get a nice big fossil, the Nautilus fossil. And I want you now just to feel this as I draw it down, and just grow your roots with it, down past your hips and your knees and down through your feet into the ground below you. I'm placing that Nautilus fossil at your feet. Okay, and I'm going to place my hands on your shoulders now and further ground you. I'm bringing in the energy of a nice big fir tree. You can, in your mind's eye, imagine looking directly at the trunk in your eye line, and also follow the roots down. And you'll feel that happening to yourself. Okay. All right. Right, so we've grounded and protected. Now I am going to use a bit of flower tincture on yourself, and this is made from the Glastonbury Chalice Wells water, and it's the peace tincture. So let's just get some on the dropper, and I'm just going to take 3 drops. Open your mouth and stick your tongue out. 1, 2 and 3, and just let that be evaporated into your tongue and be absorbed rather, and to bring the peace. I'm going to draw a Reiki Sacral symbol above your head. So we start off with a double chakra in, and then we draw a symbol called Shanti, which looks like a V with an S. And you've probably heard them at the end of mantras going Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om. Okay. Now I'm just going to start sweeping away the busy thoughts in your head, the confusion, the frustration, the anger, the worry. Let's get rid of it all. And we ask for your highest good and for harm to none. And we also ask for peace, healing and tranquility. Just can clear a little bit around there. I'm feeling a bit of a swelling inside me. I do get indications from my guides of where to work. They sort of tense my body up in those places. Okay, so really sending in the light codes now. I'm just working at either side of your head and a little bit around the back. Shining in brilliant white and blue light. I'm working down at the back of the cranium. This is sort of third eye area as well. And now at the other side. Okay. Relax, relax. Nobody wants anything from you at this moment, and nobody needs anything from you at this moment. Placing my hand in a pyramid now, just to amplify the energy. And I'm just going to cup your jaw. Sending up into the teeth and the gums. You'll probably hear me talking about that a lot. It's because I'm very aware of them, because I'm having an operation on mine in January, and this is because I couldn't get to the dentist because of the pandemic. So please, for goodness sake, make an appointment with your dentist now and go, because once it's too late, it's too late, and you're going to feel old before your time like I'm about to. All right. Breathe out for me. Let's just seal in positive gold healing light. Ask it to seek out any imperfections in the jaw and the teeth and the gum area. And now we move down to the throat, and I've just had a swelling there, so I need to clear your throat a little bit. And draw in the Reiki symbol, the clearance symbol. And we activate that with the chakra, the power up button, if you like. Work around the back now, reaching around and pulling out from the back. Any of those stuck words, any of that pain in the shoulders, this is all throat area. Anything you weren't able to say, anything you did say that hurt someone's feelings, okay. If you had an argument with someone, if you got frustrated and literally bit your tongue because you couldn't say anything, let's clear that out now. Any struggles with communication, we're going to remove that, and then we're going to spiral light back in, and I'm going to spiral. They're actually showing me a crystal to hold up and hold to you, so I'll go there in a minute. I just can't break the ray coming out of these fingertips down into your collarbone, okay? So this is a blue calcite, so just imagine that over the clavicle, so right there, not there, we're talking there, okay? Just holding that and resting it in. And I'm not putting the crystal directly on people. I'm always holding them in the aura. You have different auric layers that come in. And I would say I'm probably an inch above you, away from your skin. And that is how I work with crystals on myself. I'll probably keep it at that layer, move it around a bit, but always keeping it about an inch away from you. Breathe out. Okay, we're going to move this around the back of you now. And quite often at the back you can even come even closer. Because normally I can't get this close to people's throats. It is one of the no-no areas, if you like. Like the third eye, they're usually working far out in the auric field. So I'm just moving this along the line of your shoulders as well. And calcite is very cleansing, but I'm picking it up really just to shine the light codes in from that blue colour. Okay. Okay. Just going to place that down behind you to radiate. And then a hand at the front of each shoulder blade, and I'm visualizing beautiful orange supple energy going through. Now just wiggle your shoulders a little bit. And let that pain fall away. Drop them. Most of us hold tension in our shoulders. Drop them. Okay. I'm going to follow the energy down your arms, pausing at your elbows, and then following the line of your lower arms towards your hands and holding that energy over your hands. I'm just going to rotate my hands underneath yours and just send energy up through the hole in the middle of them, up to the shoulders. Just checking there's no blockages. And for anyone who has got shoulder pain going down the back, I just felt the energy come down there. Right down there on me, so guessing that is where it has gone in you. And I'm going to marry up the other side in case people have got shoulder pain on the other side. So feel that going right down your back now to the mid-back, okay? Okay, breathe out. Right, let's clear the heart center now. Draw in that Seihei ki. And I'm going to also invoke the Shanti again, the peace symbol. So we do the double chakra and the peace. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Okay, peace, healing, tranquility. Peace, healing and tranquility. peace, healing and tranquility. And I'm now visualizing beautiful malachite and rose quartz energy right into both of your heart centers. Goddess Kuan Yin has just come into my mind. A beautiful Bodhisattva of compassion and healing, who decided to halt her ascension for mankind so that she could cry the tears for you. Isn't that just a beautiful tale? And she will soothe, just stroking your cheek now as a mother would. And she had an energy very similar to Mother Mary, and they quite often come in together. So she's sending a mother's love to you now. Oh, I've got tingles all the way down my arms as I said that. So I'm going to put a shout out for all of those who felt they didn't get a mother's love for whatever reason. Kuan Yin will send that to you now. And you can imagine her taking off her mantle, her scarf, and wrapping it around you, swaddling you and cocooning you when you're upset. Okay. Draw that in with a chokure to protect and to heal. Reach around the back and send in the malachite and the rose quartz energy into the back of your heart center. Okay. All right. Now for the solar plexus. Okay, let's clear the solar plexus. And most people at the moment have underactive solar plexuses, and that is because life is still curtailed. I've been saying this same line for 2 years. So we just clear away some of the fug, as I call it, some of the sloth in you. And I know I have sloth energy in me, especially as it is raining outside and it's getting cooler. I did want to go up to the hills today, but it's raining so heavily. But I think I will anyway. I've got a new raincoat I want to test out. So I will go out and think of that weather as cleansing me. Okay, so I want you to imagine that candle flame again. Let me hold it up so you can see it. That colour is being shone into your solar plexus. Okay. And it is the colour, if you have any, of orange calcite. So I'm moving that in close to you. Few taps for the people who like taps. And a good way to do this, there's a couple of things I tend to use quite a lot, imagery at the solar plexus. One is a great big sunflower with a happy smile on its face, or a field of sunflowers looking at the sun. And the other is a lion's head looking out from you, and the mane spins, and as it spins all of that dark chi is swirled out, and that lion can give you a little bit of strength, a bit of rah for the day. But we've also had bears coming in and eagles at people's solar plexuses, looking out from them. So whatever medicine you wish to connect with that day or need, you can do that. That's a good way to do that. So I'm just going to pop that down next to you as well. I'm going to seal that in with the beautiful gold energy. Okay, now we're down to the sacral. So first of all, I'm going to place a hand on each hip. Bounce the energy between, pretty good, but a little sluggish. Okay, so let's clear. And this is that energy center about 2 to 3 fingers width below your belly button. And the chakras, I don't know, you can probably start to feel them about 2 inches inside your body, even though they radiate out. So we're just going to clear some of that. Okay, let me just place a hand on each hip. Okay, that's a lot better. That's a bit faster now, isn't it? A little bit stronger. Clear, clear, clear. And now I'm going to just loop that into an infinity symbol. Imagine that golden energy rushing around your hips and everything in between it. Okay. And then shining that wonderful orange energy into that colour orange that the sky goes at sunset. Tangerine. And you can even breathe in and imagine smelling the skin of a tangerine as we come to that season when they're being harvested and in the shops. Okay. And now down to the root. So the root is right underneath you, but I'm going to work with one hand below your chair and another on the top, and we're just going to clear that gently. So this is where you worry about your survival, your bills, your job, your house, your school, your security. Okay, so we're going to take those worries away, and I know a lot of people have worries at the moment. Draw in that say hey key, draw it in at the screen so you can see it. But I'm also going to draw it underneath your chair or your bed as you're lying, right where your root Muladhara chakra is. Okay. And now we'll just focus beautiful red energy in the colour of carnelian. I'm just going to hold my carnelian up so you can see how amazing it is. Okay, we want stability, we want peace, we want longevity for both of those things. And I'm actually going to draw that Shanti symbol into you again, underneath with the chakra rays. I know it's hard when things are a bit uppity, but we do have to experience those sometimes, otherwise we don't learn. So let's just soothe that now. I'm just going to swap hands so that you can feel that underneath you. Okay, and I'm just going to rest that where that nautilus shell is, down at your feet, so the energy will still get up to the root chakra. Okay, let's just feel down the aura now. Okay, now we just do the thighs and the legs, so just placing a hand over each thigh at the crease of the thigh, the joint where everything joins into the hips. And I'm just sending that replenishing light in to the ball and socket, but also to the sinew and the muscles holding everything together. Ease any aches and pains there, any bad posture, sending warmth and positive energy in. And now I'm going to travel down the legs towards your knees. And again, I've forgotten to take the clock away. I'm sorry for those who don't like the clock, But I was brought up with grandfather clocks, carriage clocks. They're everywhere. Okay, now pausing at those knees, I'm going to draw the master symbol into the knees in case you've got knee ache. I know a lot of people have one dodgy knee or two dodgy knees. Pushing that in to overlight any problems that may come or that are there. And then we travel down towards the ankles. Okay, so as we're doing that, I'd like you to visualize that tree again directly in front of your eye line, and with your eyes follow the trunk down into the ground and feel those roots growing out and connecting with that fir tree. I'm just going to hold that up. Ground, ground and ground. Okay, and that is a healing. Okay, feel down the aura, set it in. Peace above you, peace below you, and peace all around you. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you for watching.